Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here, and today I'm in Sevierville, Tennessee, and this is going to be really cool. We're going to do a little walk around today, look at a little bit of Dolly Parton history, maybe go see the old Pine Theater building. It's not the Pine Theater no more, but we're going to check out the building for sure, look at some other little sightseeing adventurous things around town, and then we're going to head off and maybe check out an old covered bridge. I'm a big fan of covered bridges. If you've been here on the channel for any length of time, you know I like old historic covered bridges. There's a real good one not too very far from here, and then who knows, as a topper at the end of the video, we might go and see if we can find Dolly Parton's childhood home or the area where she grew up in. Don't really know what we're going to be able to see, but sounds fun. Cool to see what we can see when we get there. So by all means, come along with me and let's take us a little tour, country style. So right here is the courthouse here in Sevierville, and just off to the right is where you will find Miss Dolly, the Dolly Parton statue. Has some really nice brick pavers out here where you can walk up and see the statue of this huge country music singer. We have a little placard that we can take a look at down here. The statue of Dolly Parton was erected through the generosity of the people of Sevier County, dedicated May 3rd, 1987. That is just too cool. Her with the guitar, and I just noticed a little detail. We have a butterfly sitting right here on the fretboard of her guitar. That is pretty cool. My parents were huge Dolly Parton fans, as so many people were, or was, still are to this day. But man, what an icon she is. I mean, she's got her own theme park, Dollywood, which is always rated like one of the top theme parks in the United States. Millions of people come from all around to visit, and I have been to Dollywood. I'm a season pass holder at Dollywood at this time, and it's one of the cleanest parks I've ever been in. That includes Disney World. So they do a phenomenal job there. So now that we've seen the Dolly statue, now I want to go check out the old Pines Theater. And the reason that's significant, because that's where Dolly first played when she was probably about 10 years old. So it's not called the Pines Theater no more, I don't believe. It's been refurbished since then and changed, but definitely a little piece of Dolly history that I think is worth noting and documenting here on the channel. So let's get walking. Look at this. This is my arch nemesis of YouTubing right here. YouTubers, you will understand what I'm talking about when I'm showing this guy. He has a leaf blower. It's like you hit the record button and these guys will just pop out. They will show up. They will find you. All right, so right here we are. This here is the old Pines Theater building. How cool is this? Dolly Parton played her first show to a paying audience at the Pines Theater when she was 10 years old. And then Dolly created a replica Pines Theater in her theme park, Dollywood. The theater sits in Jukebox Junction, the 1950s themed part of the park. It can hold 1,000 guests and has live shows throughout the season. And it has a really cool mural here on the side. We're going to take a look at it real quick. And right here at the old Pine Theater building, you see they have, it looks like, I wonder if this right here is just a young Dolly. You know, about 10 years old. Who knows? We have all kind of music people on the side of this building. If you know the names of all these people, put them in the comment section down below. I think I know a few, but I don't know all of them. I know maybe 2.5. I'm not for sure. I'm gonna say 2.5. But put in the comment section down below if you know the names of these artists from left to right. So let her rip. I want to read them. So right here, when you're sightseeing, you definitely don't want to miss this here in Sevierville. We have the historic jail bars, and this is quite interesting. It talks about on March 31st, 1856, the sheriff had accidentally started a fire which destroyed the courthouse and adjacent jail, 41 houses, most businesses in the area, and valuable county court records. A 13-year-old inmate perished. Witnesses never forgot the dying screams of the young man. Afterward, the jail bars were salvaged for various projects during the rebuilding of the town. Eventually, some of these were crafted into grates to cover storm drains. This is one of the two that remain. All right, and right over here we have the actual grate. This is the storm drain they're referring to right here. A little piece of dark history of Sevierville. And this alleyway is pretty cool because we have a very large mural of Red's Cafe. And who knows, maybe this is a young Dolly Parton. Looks very similar to the painting on the side of the old Pine Theater. It says Red's Cafe up there, but notice it's backwards. The writing is backwards. So the correct way to read this mural, and this is pretty cool, is using this window is your eyes. Now it reads correctly. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. So now we're going to head in this direction and go see, they have some butterfly wings over here on the side of the wall. Nice little Instagram spot. We're going to check that out and just keep this party moving, man. This is fun sightseeing today. All right, our next location is right here from Cash Hardware. We have these train tracks. We have a little placard down here, originally laid along Bruce Street in 1916. These train tracks were unearthed in 2020. This section was reconstructed and dedicated in 2021 as a tribute to Sevierville's historic railroad. Little piece of history preserved. I love it. So this sculpture right here is actually old railroad tracks, you know, just planted into the ground. It's called Tracks of Time. And it's very similar to the train tracks we've seen across the street. These here ran along Bruce Street also. It says a gift from Sevierville Chamber of Commerce. The sculpture is made from original Knoxville, Sevierville, and Eastern Railroad tracks that once ran the length of Bruce Street. So, a little piece of art, a little bit of history. Yeah, see what else we can find. They have a little construction going on over here, but I'm not here to see the cinder blocks. We're here to see these beautiful wings of wonder. Little Dolly Parton magic going on here. Cool little Instagram spot where you can just stand right there in the middle of them and take a photo. It's pretty cool because you can see like little butterflies kind of trailing off upward. Wings of wonder. And I got that right there, might be the artist. Hashtag wings of wonder. Right here we have a place where they instruct you to stand, I guess. Or maybe you come out here at night. Maybe that's like a light, right? And you stand here like this and the light hits you in a way to where, you know, you're all kind of lit up and glowy with the beautiful wings, like I can fly, you know. Who knows? Pretty cool though. If you like Instagram moments, there's a good one. All right, friends, bada bing, bada boom, just like that, we're at our next destination, and we're at this awesome covered bridge. And right here, they have a little sign right before you enter the bridge. It's called Harrisburg Covered Bridge. It was actually built in 1875. If you'd like to read a little bit of that, you're more than welcome to, and restored in 1972. And I love it because it has wooden planks that you have to drive across, which gives this great sound. Listen. These people were driving too fast. It was like the second car I've seen go across it. They're going way too fast. You got to slow it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. But man, I love places like this. These covered bridges are so cool. And I like really old ones like this. Walk down this path a little bit. I think it's a pretty little river we got down through here. So peaceful. No squirrels roaming around though. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So cool. Let's go walk across it. So I think it's safe to say that the locals just get across the bridge fairly quickly. They don't care about taking their time and the cool sound it makes. So this is pretty awesome. Looking at the structure. And I love the wood. That gives it that awesome rustic sound when cars drive across. It sounds so much better when they're not hauling the mail. I mean, these people are coming across this bridge really, really fast. Me, I'm driving across maybe 5 to 8 miles an hour. I'm really taking it in. We got 2 more vehicles lined up to come across the bridge. Let's see if any one of them can do it right. That's closer. Not quite as fast as the other vehicles. One more? No? No takers? He must have turned. Oh well. And one last time, let's just see. I think we have somebody can do it right here. I think they're going to take their time. They look like a professional bridge crosser. Oh, the majestic sound. Listen. Did he break down? I think he stopped right in the middle. Yeah, they're driving way too slow. They was doing so good. They waved. That was nice. Can you come back and do it one more time? Just a little bit quicker, sir? I'm only joking. All right. By all means, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I came out and checked out this old bridge because I love stuff like this. So the Harrisburg Bridge, really cool. Now, we're off to the mountainsides to see if we can find Dolly Parton's childhood home where she grew up, her area. Don't know if we're gonna see anything, but who knows? Stick with me. We will have fun with this. I promise you. I got some ideas. Let's go get this done. All right. And we're off. Listen. Professional bridge crosser. Check. All right, friends, after a lot of driving in the mountains of Tennessee, we have made it to Mordor. The Black Gates. Right beyond these very fence line lies Mount Doom and the all-seeing eye of Sauron, where the Ring of Power was birthed. Which, that's just a joke. But these are the gates on the other side of this property line. These great gates, which has plenty of private property signs. It's where Dolly Parton grew up. Her old childhood home is right back there, and the reason I know this is because of the magic of something called Google Earth. You can search Dolly Parton's childhood home and it will take you to this location. But unfortunately, there's a gate here and you can't make it to the home itself, which they have recreated in Dollywood. So it was still fun. It's still cool to come out here and see this little bit of history, or at least the property where she grew up. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time exploring Sevierville and the surrounding areas. It is simply beautiful to drive up here to see this. Just the countryside was just, oh my gosh, it was so awesome. It was so beautiful. So that being said, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and that will be all for today. So until next time, I will see you friends in our next video, and each one of you, please stay safe. And I will see you in our next adventure. So long. I love streams like this. So peaceful. Nothing like a Tennessee mountain stream. And I'm sure you can do some really good four-wheeling right down through there, if you was in a Jeep or maybe a quad runner. Alright, I'm really done now.